Olivia, are you there? Please, I need you to answer me right now. This is really, really serious. I need you to divorce me right this second. Please, you have to. I can't spend another day of my life being married to you.
Andy, are you serious right now? What are you talking about? Why in the world do you want me to divorce you? I don't understand. Did something happen between us?
No, it isn't that at all. This isn't your fault. But the fact is that I've met someone I love more than you. And I want to be with her from now on. But before that can happen, you need to divorce me.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that you're in love with someone else? Are you really serious right now?
Please, there isn't anyone else in the world who makes me as happy as this woman does. And I really, really want to be with her. That's why I'm begging you right now to divorce me. I've already signed my half of the divorce papers, so all that's left is for you to sign yours. And then once you do that, I can finally be with the woman of my dreams.
Now hold on just a minute. I mean, where is any of this even coming from right now? What do you mean you have someone else you want to be with? So you're being serious right now. This isn't just some crush you have or something like that. This is really happening right now.
I'll be honest with you. I've already been going out with this woman for about half a year at this point. So yes, I'd say it's very serious.
Wait, hold up. You've been seeing someone for 6 months behind my back? So you're basically admitting that you've been cheating on me this whole time. I don't understand how you could betray me like this and just come out and say it just like that.
Call it betrayal or call it whatever you want. The fact of the matter is that I love someone else now and nothing is going to change that. Please, you have to understand that she's the only girl I want to be with. Every day that I stay married to you and apart from her is like putting me through the worst torture you can think of.
But, I mean, okay, let's just calm down right now and talk about this more slowly. First of all, are you sure that even if you and I get a divorce, that you'll be even happy with this woman? After all, you don't even work. You're just a house husband. Are you really sure you want to get a divorce while you're unemployed? Is this woman really going to take care of you and pay you like I've been doing for you?
Of course she does. She has a job and has already been paying for anything I ask her to. So please, you have to trust me when I say that I've put a lot of thought into this, and I just really want to end things with you right now. I hate being with you. I hate my life with you. It's so boring and horrible, and you just aren't the woman that I fell in love with. You don't have any of your old charms.
Well, I'm so sorry that I'm not as young or pretty as I used to be, but the fact of the matter is that I am your wife. Besides, you're forgetting that I'm a doctor. Can she really provide for you like I can? I thought we were happy together. I would go out and work and you would take care of the house. I thought that was okay.
Well, now I found someone else who is willing to look after me the way you did. So you don't need to worry about me. Of course, I realize that I'll probably never be able to make as much money as you are. But we don't care about money when we have all the love in the world to make us happy. She's already told me that no matter what happens, even if we're both poor, we'll stick together and make things work between us because we love each other.
Okay, well tell me. Does she even know that you're unemployed? Does she know that you don't even have a job? Or are you saying that you just want to marry her because you haven't even shown her who you really are?
Look, you just don't get the love that we have for one another. The reality of the situation is that she loves me for who I am, and nothing is going to change that. And that's why I want to be with her. We were meant to be together. So please, can you just divorce me so that I can go and live with who I'm meant to be with? You have no idea the pain I have to go through every single day from being with you.
Well, fine. If I'm really causing you so much pain in your life, then you can have it your way. I'll just do as you say and divorce you. Are you happy now?
Do you really mean it? You'll actually divorce me?
I think a wife and a husband should be there for one another and be able to support one another. So if you really hate being married to me that much, then I think the best thing for the both of us is to just go on with this divorce.
So then you'll sign the divorce papers and everything? You have no idea how much this means to me. I left them in the drawer inside the kitchen counter. You should see them there. I'll start packing my things right now so that I can move in with my soon-to-be new wife right away.
Whatever you say, Andy. And I just hope that you two have a happy life together.
Hello there. You must be Olivia, right? I just wanted to say thank you so much for handing over Andy to me without a fuss. I really do appreciate it. We actually just got back from the courthouse where we got ourselves legally married.
And I take it that you must be the woman that Andy ended our marriage for. Is that right?
I'm not just any woman now. I'm Andy's wife. Thank you very much. And you better remember that the next time that you talk to me.
Of course, and I'll be sure to say that in the near future. And I suppose a congratulations is in order. I hope you two can be very happy for the rest of your days together.
Wow, Andy was so right about you. He said that you're such a pushover when it comes to stuff like this.
Is that what my ex-husband had to say about me? He said I'm a pushover.
That's right. He said that you actually calmed down when you started to talk about your divorce, and that you just handed him over without a fight. I honestly have never heard of a woman doing such a thing for the man she supposedly loved. I would have thought that anyone who really truly loved their husband would go out kicking and screaming and shouting, not wanting to lose their relationship. It's almost as if you knew that he was going to leave you for a better, younger woman.
Well, I suppose that I just don't see the point in doing that when it isn't going to change anything now, is it? I mean, if I were to cry and throw a fit, would you give Andy back to me?
You mean you would still want him back after all of this time? Wow, I didn't realize that you were still so hung up on him. You really are a weird one, you know that? I don't know how I would react if I had my rich doctor husband stolen away from me. I don't think that I'd be able to live with myself at all. It really is just so sad. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just in shock right now.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, did you just say my rich husband that's a doctor? I'm afraid that I really have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Oh, come on. You don't have to start playing dumb with me. But it's okay. I'll let you live in whatever fantasy world that you want after all of this. After all, an old woman like you never stood a chance against a pretty young girl like me. And it's clear why Andy chose me over you. You're an old, shriveled up lady. While I'm still young and pretty and in college.
Wait 1 minute, you're still in college? Are you serious? Just how old are you?
Are you really that surprised? Didn't Andy tell you anything about me? I suppose I'll have to formally introduce myself then. My name is Mary, and yes, I'm still in college, thank you very much. And if you really must know my age, I'm 20 years old right now.
You mean to tell me that my husband got with a girl that was 20 years old? This whole time, I thought that he was getting with someone at least closer to our age range, but you do realize that the two of you are well over 10 years apart in age, don't you?
You really think that anyone cares about age these days? There are plenty of couples with decades of ages between them.
Yes, I'm very well aware of that. It's just that I'm shocked about all of this. I mean, do you mind if I ask just how in the world did you meet Andy in the first place? Because I can think of where Andy might have gone to meet someone like you.
Well, actually, I'm a medical student right now. Well, pre-med, but still. Anyways, there was an open house at the school, and that's where we met.
So you're a medical student and you ended up with Andy?
That's right. I'm actually one of the top students in my class. You see, ever since I was little, it's always been my dream to become super rich. And so that's why I wanted to become a doctor, so that I can have lots of money. Although I have to say, I'm a little let down by my program. I mean, I really had no idea that I would need to study this hard and take this many tests just to become a stupid doctor. But that's when I had my perfect plan. Instead of becoming a doctor, I should just use my time here at the school to try and marry someone who is already a doctor instead.
Wait, what? Is that really what you want to do with your life? Is that really why you're at college, just to find someone to marry?
Well, of course, if I can meet someone rich to marry me here, well, then I won't even have to finish school. I could just marry a doctor and have all of his money. It's perfect, don't you think? I mean, how can it not be when it's already worked and I'm already married to a doctor now? I can finally drop out and be the housewife that I've always wanted to be.
And that's why you wanted to marry Andy. Do I have everything right?
Well, of course. I was kissing up to all the teachers and visitors who looked like they might have had some money. And in the end, I finally found my rich Dr. Prince Charming, my precious Andy.
Oh, wait a second. Now that you mention it, I remember Andy saying something to me about going to some event at a university.
Well, he was just so nice to me and such a handsome man, too. I really did luck out, you know. I know for a fact that must make at least $1 million a year. And now he's all mine. I suppose you must be pretty upset that I stole your breadwinner away from you, though. But I guess that's just life sometimes, isn't it?
Now that you mention it, Andy has always had a thing for younger girls. Stupid me for thinking that he finally grew out of that phase and that he was actually ready for marriage.
What are you doing? Are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself via text? No wonder he left a batty old woman like you. And it's not like I'm a kid or anything. I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions.
Yeah, you most certainly can, but please don't let me stand in the way of your happiness.
I wasn't planning on letting anything of the sort happen anyways, but I guess I can forgive you this one time. After all, I can't even imagine how it must feel right now to have my rich husband stolen away from me like I did to you. There is really nothing now to worry about, knowing that I'm going to be with my millionaire husband for the rest of my life. I'm so sorry that you'll just have to spend the rest of your life all shriveled up, old, and alone.
Yep, shriveled up and alone. And oh, by the way, you should know that Andy does not have a job.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean he's like taking a break for research or something?
No, I mean, he doesn't have a job at all. But anyways, you don't need to worry about that. I think you guys will be just fine. I can make more than enough money to take care of myself. And now that I don't have Andy anymore, I can finally start enjoying my life.
Now, hold on just 1 second there. What in the world are you talking about right now? Andy isn't unemployed at all. You're not making any sense. You're trying to scare me because you're upset that I'm the winner and you're the loser.
No, that isn't it at all. In fact, Andy lied to you and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, to think that he would go after someone so much more younger than him, though. The truth of the matter is that Andy has always been a house husband, and he didn't have a job when he divorced. But I'm only telling you the truth because, well, I knew you'd find out sooner or later.
Okay, hold on right now. This can't be right. You're telling me that Andy was just an unemployed stay-at-home husband before we got married? This doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, like I said, I'm only being honest with you right now.
But this can't be right. You've got to be lying to me. Surely he's just in between jobs at a really nice hospital, right? I mean, he's probably just tired from how stressful being a brain surgeon is.
Brain surgeon? Is that what he told you what he was? Oh, my poor child. No. I'm afraid that Andy hasn't had a job for a long time. Probably for the last 5 years, at least. Andy couldn't even hold down a part-time job, let alone have the skills to be a surgeon. He barely cleans up after himself. And that's why he married me. You see, I'm the doctor, not him. And it took years to get him to finally clean up around the house while I was at work.
So then, you're telling me the truth. Andy really isn't a doctor at all. And he's just a house husband who barely does anything without being asked first? No. You're lying. You've got to be lying to me right now. He is a doctor. He just has to be one.
I'm telling you, he isn't even close to being a doctor. He did work for a while before we were married, but that ended not long after we did.
No, this can't be right. You're lying to me. You're trying to upset me. Why would he be at my school if he wasn't a doctor? I mean, I talked to him about my classes and he listened and understood what I was saying. And he got all excited when I told him about my medical classes too.
You know, Andy did actually want to be a doctor. He actually took the pre-med track, but he kept failing all of his exams, and eventually he gave that up and just looked for a regular 9-to-5 job.
You're kidding me, so that's how he knew what I was talking about?
And he was probably at your school because he would go there with me every now and then as my +1. So I guess it would make sense why he would zero in on you to try and marry.
But the only reason I wanted to be with Andy in the first place is because he told me that he was a doctor. But you're telling me that he's just some med school dropout? No graduation date for him or nothing?
I am honestly just surprised that he was able to convince anyone, especially a medical student, that he was a doctor. Either he's a much better liar than I thought, or you're just a very, very bad judge of character.
So you mean to tell me this entire time, our relationship with each other has just been one big lie?
Oh, well, it might take some time and money, but you can always divorce Andy and go back to your studies.
I can't do that! I already submitted my letter of resignation from the school! I was going to be a housewife! I was ready to quit everything! Didn't want to study any longer! My program director already sent me an email confirming that she got the letter too!
Oh, I see. Well, it sounds to me like you might have to discuss that with your school, not me. Either way, it sounds like you've got a lot of problems on your plate, and seeing how this no longer concerns me, I'm going to take my leave now. Have a nice life. After that, I got some really angry texts from Andy asking why his brand new bride-to-be was demanding a divorce from him and threatening to sue him for fraud. And I told Andy if he really wanted the answers to those questions, that he should go look in the mirror. I reached out to some of my colleagues at the university where Mary was going to ask for a follow-up about what happened to her, and apparently she did end up suing Andy for fraud and was able to convince the school to let her back in, despite already submitting her resignation letter. I decided to discuss things with the head of the medical school and show them the text from Mary about how she was only there to not really become a doctor, but to marry a doctor and drop out as soon as she can become a wife. And because of that, she was barred from re-entering the pre-med program and was forced to start her new college career with a new major somewhere else. I don't know what career she's going to choose next, and if she's even going to go through with it. I don't know, maybe she can take some classes on critical thinking or communication to avoid being lied to again like that. As for me, having that dead weight that was Andy finally cut off from me, I was free to travel around and do all kinds of things that I always wanted to do, but I couldn't because Andy refused to. And I really have no idea how he convinced me or anyone that he was a doctor. But that sounds like a question for a psychologist, not me.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey Irene, is now a good time? I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry that I had to take off early so suddenly. Was the rest of the meeting okay? Did everything go well? Oh, hey there, Sally. Yeah, I think the rest of the meeting went fine. If you're really curious, though, the notes are up on the shared drive. You might want to give this a quick look over earlier when you get to the office tomorrow. You really are the best, you know that. I really am so grateful for you taking that over for me. I mean, you basically did my work for me. Well, I get that life can be hectic and that sometimes you need to call on others for help. But anyways, I heard that you weren't feeling well. Is everything okay? Right, well, that was the excuse that I gave. I did tell people that I wasn't feeling good so I could leave. So then you're saying that you're not really sick at all? I'm sorry, why did you leave work then? Well, that's because I wanted to leave work early, of course. Wait, what? So you just lied to get out of work today? Are you kidding me? I know, it's bad, but I just had something important that I had to get done today. I didn't have any choice. I had to go. But I knew that having to explain all that to our boss was going to take forever, so I just pretended that I wasn't feeling all that great. I see. Well, did you take care of the business that you had to leave to attend to? Yes, I did. I actually just finished right now, so I'm all done. Well, that's good at least. Okay then, I guess I'll just see you at work tomorrow then. Oh wait, that's not all I had to say to you. I actually have something that I just have to tell you. You have something you have to tell me? Well, what is it? I have to tell you about what it was that I had to leave work to take care of. The truth is that I went to the city courthouse. Well, that makes sense, I guess. The best time to go get stuff done there is probably during the weekend while everyone's at work. That's right. And the thing is that the reason I had to go was because I had to sign papers to officiate my wedding. I wanted to get it all done so that they could be processed by tonight. I just couldn't wait any longer, and I really wanted to do this right now. Hold on a second. You were at the courthouse to sign wedding papers? Is that right? Exactly. The reason why I had to leave work early was so that I could get married. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that you were even engaged. This is amazing news. Congratulations. Is that what you wanted to tell me, that you had gotten married? Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. After all, I know that I've come to you with a lot of problems and things that I want to discuss, so I just wanted you to know this. I see. So I take it that you must have married that man that you're always talking to me about then, right? Yeah, he finally decided to propose to me, and I just couldn't wait. So I wanted to go to the courthouse and do our civil ceremony right away. Not only that, but it's also my man's birthday, so it was the perfect day to do this. Hold on a second. So you got married today, which is also your husband's birthday? Are you surprised? I knew that you would be. After all, your husband's birthday is today as well, right? Wow, you sure do have a head for some dates. I didn't even know that you knew anything about my husband. Well, it's not hard to know all that when my husband and your husband are the same person. Wait, what? I don't get it. What do you mean by that? You still haven't figured it out yet, have you? I'm telling you that the man I was always going to ask you advice about, the man who I am now married to, is none other than your husband. Wait, I'm still not following here. Seriously, what are you talking about? Let me put this simply for you. Your husband and I were having an affair behind your back. It's pretty funny when you think about it. But whenever I've talked about my boyfriend, the nights we've spent together, the trips we've gone on, everything was always about things I was doing with and to your husband. But now that you know the truth, I really just can't help but laugh. It really is so funny that it took me telling you for you to figure it out. You can't be serious, right? Are you really having an affair with my husband? I have said pretty much that in at least 3 different ways now. But you know, affair makes it sound so dirty. The truth is that Jerry and I love each other and now I'm his wife. Wait a second. So you're telling me that you went to the court to get married today and the man who signed those papers as your husband was my husband, Jerry? That's exactly what I'm saying. Are you finally starting to put it all together now? But that can't be. I mean, Jerry and I aren't even divorced, unless you're also telling me... That's right, you've already been divorced, and you didn't even know. He did it 3 days ago. You mean that Jerry divorced me 3 days ago? But I don't remember ever signing or agreeing to anything at all. I don't get it. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. You see, your husband asked me to look at examples of your handwriting, and so I just forged your signature. And then Jerry and I went to the courthouse together to submit those papers. But that's illegal. Sally, you're admitting to a crime right now. You realize that, right? A crime? What are you talking about? I don't get how anything that helps 2 star-crossed lovers like us marry each other could ever be a crime. We were only doing what we had to do before we could get married, you see? I don't know what to say right now. Well, I certainly hope that you're not going to try and put up a fight about this. It's too late anyways. What's done is done. But, I mean, to think that Jerry would actually cheat on me with you? Well, he didn't cheat on you. He was only sleeping with his future wife before I became his wife. So I think you need to realize that he is all mine and no one wants you. You 2 are divorced now and you're nothing to him. So I want you to pack up your things so that you can leave your house and make room for me. I'm sorry, you're telling me to move out of my own house? Well, no duh. I know that you and Jerry live together in that huge place, right? That house has got to be at least $1 million. I told Jerry that I want to live there with him. I've already started packing my bags. The only thing that's left is for you to move out. And once I move in, I'm finally going to quit my job and become a housewife. Is that really your plan? You're going to quit just like that? Have you even told anyone from the office that's what you're doing? I was actually going to tell the people who needed to know after I finished talking with you. But I just needed to make sure that you knew this had all already happened and that there would be no point in fighting it. So after work, why don't you just go home, pack up your things, and get out of my husband's life? Anyways, Jerry and I have a little dinner date to celebrate our getting married. I've got to go now. Wait, what? You can't just say all of that and then just run off without any further explanation. That's crazy. Jerry, what in the world is going on right now, huh? Did you seriously divorce me and get married to another woman? You realize that we were still in the middle of working a lot of things out, weren't we?
Well, I figured that this was just the easier way to do things. Besides, I didn't think you'd go along with the divorce if I brought it up.
That's because I only found out that you were cheating on me a week ago. We were still in the middle of talking about what we were going to do. But I guess you already know what you wanted to do since you went and got us divorced. What in the world were you thinking doing that, huh?
Well, I thought that it was the only way I'd be able to marry Sally. Don't you get it? I mean, did you really think that I would choose staying with you when I have a young, pretty thing like Sally waiting for me instead? Why would I do that to myself? I tried explaining that I wanted to end things, but you just weren't having it.
You really have some nerve, do you know that?
Well, you can only blame yourself. I told you about how I wanted to marry a woman who was a housewife. You were the one who said that you wanted to keep working and you didn't want to be cooped up in the house.
And just how do you think we're supposed to pay off our mortgage with a single income? Don't you realize that we can't afford me to quit my job and stay at home? I mean, you certainly don't make enough to keep up with all the payments on different things that we have to make. Why would you just go and do this?
Oh, don't worry about the mortgage. I already paid it all off. That was around the time when I asked you if you wanted to quit your job and become a housewife instead.
You really think that that was the only reason we had to worry about money? I know how much of a big spender you are. There is just no way we could ever afford me to quit my job.
See, there you go again. Not listening to me. I'm telling you that you can quit your job and let me take care of you. And you're just shooting me down right away without even thinking about it. So like I said, you really have no one to blame but yourself for this one. How can I feel that you really love me if this is the way that you're acting?
What does any of this have to do with how I love you?
Well, if you really love me, then you just do whatever I said when I said it, right?
You can't be serious about that, right? Please tell me that that's supposed to be some kind of bad joke.
Yeah, you're just proving my point, you know? Anyways, it doesn't matter now, because we're divorced. And I have a new wife as of today, so I'm afraid that you can't stay at the house any longer. I want you to pack up your bags and leave, Irene.
Are you kidding me? You know that you can't just kick me out, right?
Well, I told you last week that I wanted to get a divorce. I told you I wanted to marry someone else.
I know exactly what you were doing. I know that you wanted to divorce me just so that you could marry this other woman. But we still had so much to talk about. We weren't through discussing alimony, lawsuits for the affair, how to split our assets, all of that stuff.
You already know who it is that I'm married to now, right?
That wasn't even on the list of things that I wanted to talk with you about.
Well, the point is that I put up the money for this house and I want to live with the person I love. I just don't need you anymore.
So you're telling me that you really love Sally? So much so that you're willing to just kick me to the curb like this? That's how badly you want to be living together with Sally?
Yeah, does the factor of force not tell you all that you need to know? Don't talk to me like we're married anymore.
Well, fine then. I guess since you both want this so bad, there's really no point in arguing anymore.
It's more than just a want for this. It's a need. Our hearts are tied to one another, and that's why we can't live without each other. We're soulmates. Don't you get that? We're always going to end up together because that's what the universe wants for us. We're only following the universe's plans for us by getting rid of anything in our lives that might keep us apart. And that includes you. Now that I've met Sally, I know that there's nothing else I need. And with that, I say goodbye.
Wait, what? You're just going to quit talking to me just like that? We still have things that we need to discuss, Jerry. Hey, answer me right now. I'm serious. Hey there, Irene. I just wanted to say good work yesterday. I called the office yesterday and I found out that you also ended up taking some time off, didn't you? Don't tell me that you had to use some of your paid time off to pack up all your things just for me. You have got some nerve coming back to talk to me after you told me what you were doing with my husband. Well, I really am sorry that things had to end up the way they are. I'm sure that you're going through a lot of difficult emotions right now, but that better not slow you down while you're moving out. You are clearing out a space for me at Jerry's house, right? Have my bags already arrived there? Your bags? What are you talking about? Have you already started sending your stuff over? Haven't you heard? I'm going to be moving into that house from today. Jerry and I want to start living together as soon as possible. So that's why you need to keep packing up your things. Don't keep me waiting too long. Wait a second. You mean that you were going to move into this house from today? Well, of course I was. Once you move out, there's really no need to wait any longer, is there? That's why I thought you'd be done by now. Didn't I tell you that that house was my dream house? I've always wanted to live in a huge place like that, and being there with Jerry is just going to make it perfect. I see. Well, you know, even though I'm fond of the house, I don't think that Jerry wants to give it up. But the house is worth so much more than when we first bought it, you know? Well, I'm just so excited to be living in my dream house with my dream man. tending to my garden while he's at work, and then making sure dinner's ready before he gets home. It's going to be simply amazing. But first, you have to move out of there so that I can move in. Just keep an eye out for my luggage when it gets there and bring it into the house for me. I don't need you to do anything else for me after that. You really think that you can just boss me around like this? You must really think that I'm going to just get up and leave. I don't really know what you think, because I already know what's going to happen. You and Jerry are divorced. You shouldn't be living together. You need to just get your things and go. That way I can finally be with my soulmate for the rest of my life. Right. Well, the only problem there is that I own this house. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Jerry told me about how he was the one paying for the house, so that means that it's his house, right? I don't know what else to say except that it's my name on the mortgage. But that can't be right. That's my dream house. You can't be the real owner. I'm not sure what you've heard about the house from Jerry, but the house has always belonged to me since we moved in there. You have to be lying to me. Jerry said that he was the one who paid the loan. Well, the loan is certainly paid off, but I was the one who paid it all. But that can't be right. It is. I paid for the house, the utilities, the insurance, everything. I can show you some of the bank statements I have that prove it all. Please tell me that this is some kind of bad joke or something. You know, if you don't believe me, then that's really on you, but I'm just trying to tell you the truth. I own the house. But Jerry told me that the house cost over $1 million, and if you paid for everything, then just where did you get that money from? Oh, come on, you don't really think that I could afford to have all that money lent to me with our salaries? I don't understand. How did you get all of that money in the first place then? How did you afford to get a loan large enough to cover all that? My dad took out the loan for me, if you must know. Wait a second, you mean you asked your dad for help? That's right, my dad owns his own business, so he has quite a bit of capital and has access to those kinds of loans. So I asked my dad if he could co-sign my loan, and in the end, he ended up accepting liability for about 4/5, while I took on 1/5 of the total amount. But then because my dad paid off the loan, I was basically just repaying my dad with no interest. So when I finished paying for the house, I really just finished paying my dad back. But then, doesn't that mean that the house would actually belong to your dad in that case? Well, my dad actually passed away last year, but before he did, he changed the name on the deed to me, and I inherited the land. But then, how did Jerry end up thinking that the house was his? You two started seeing each other about a year ago now, right? I think that Jerry was so obsessed with his little love affair that he didn't even bother to check about the process. He was always too busy lying about being busy with work to check that his name had been put on the deed as well. When my dad died, he told me to handle everything by myself, and so I did. So then, he didn't even make sure that his name was on the deed? That's right. So not only did I end up paying for the house, but I also have legally and properly inherited it. But then, if you're the real owner of the house, then that means that I won't be living there. No, it means neither you nor Jerry is going to be living here, since Jerry has no right to stay here now that we're divorced. So I suppose you two will just have to find somewhere else to live. But you can't do this to me. I already sent my bags over there. Right, well, when the delivery person comes, I'll just refuse to sign for the packages. Don't worry. But if you don't pick up all my things, then what's going to happen to them? Won't they get sent back to me or something? I don't know. Why don't you go call Jerry and ask him to figure it out for you? I have to go and call my lawyer to tell them that I'll be pressing charges for the affair you two were having. Although I guess since I imagine you've already canceled your lease and are all packed up, you probably don't have a place to live anymore. So I guess I should have my lawyer send his letter to your parents? You want to send the letter saying that you're suing me to my parents? Why on earth would you do that? Well, don't you think they should know about the crimes you committed? And I'm not just talking about the cheating, you also impersonated me by forging my signature. Oh, come on, you're not really upset about that, are you? I told Jerry that I would divorce him when we worked out all the details of how it would happen. Instead, you and him snuck around and ended our marriage out of convenience for yourselves. And if you think that I'm going to take that kind of identity theft lightly, then you're dead wrong. Anyways, I'll go ahead and tell my lawyer to forward those letters to your parents' house. After that, the delivery person with Sally's bag showed up. I followed through on what I said and refused to sign for them. I heard that Sally and Jerry had to spend 2 hours trying to collect their bags from the mailroom. I heard that Sally did end up moving back in with her parents, but when they found out what she had done and the trouble she was in, they kicked her out before a week had even passed. Now, Sally and Jerry lived together in a cramped apartment. They couldn't afford anything more since their jobs found out about what happened. They were both severely demoted. The day Jerry moved out of my house, I took some of my dad's favorite snacks and went to go visit his grave, where I told him all about what happened to me.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Amy, is that file I requested before lunch done yet? Since it's almost time, I want to look over it before I get out of here. Sorry, I haven't finished it yet. What do you mean? Didn't I tell you to finish it ASAP? How haven't you finished it yet? Not that I like to make up excuses, but I have already mentioned that I'd be busy all day doing with other work. I've been dealing with the company all day. Of course, I won't have time for that file. If you'd used the time you were traveling around on trains and such, you probably would have. Just saying. And yet you have the nerve to dismiss yourself from doing it? It's reason like this why I can't deal with hags like you. You've worked here longer than I have, and yet you're basically useless. This is literally why younger people like me are able to outrank you so easily. If that's how you think, then sure. Anyways, I'll be taking home the file and work on it at home. I would sure hope so, considering I asked for you to finish it ASAP. Since you're so single, I'm sure you won't have any distractions like a boyfriend. Unlike you, I have a boyfriend that, as a matter of fact, is taking me out on a date today. So I'll be leaving on the dot. Don't wait up. Uh-huh? You're gonna leave that soon? I could have sworn we had a meeting about training today. They said we'd get paid for our time, so it'd be preferable if we attend the session. Shoot! I forgot all about that. Well, I'm the manager anyways, so I'll just sit this one out. Not like anybody can really complain anyways. I'll be counting on you to share all the details of the session tomorrow, okay? Hey, isn't that a bit unfair that you only get to do that, Lisa? I mean, we literally all freed up our schedules just to attend this thing. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and be told off by a useless woman who can even do the easiest of tasks. I have better things to do today, like look at potential wedding venues with my boyfriend, unlike you. If I'm being honest here, my plans are way more important than some training session held by the company. Wait, Lisa, you're planning on getting married soon? It only took ages, but my lovely boyfriend finally proposed to me. Hey, Amy, change of plans. That new hire is gonna be taught directly by me. You sure about that? I mean, HR did ask me to do it. Plus, I heard from HR that you're gonna go into retirement, no? I mean, you're going to get married and plan on starting a family, right? Oh my, word travels fast, doesn't it? My husband practically begged me to retire. That manager position I worked so hard for, now all gone with my upcoming retirement. What a shame. But aren't you really gonna be busy with all the preparations leading up to your retirement? I mean, that's why HR asked me to handle the new hires training and whatnot. I'm obviously aware of all that, but I mean, come on. Dealing with a hag like you on their first date is practically torture. Plus, I heard that the new hire is young and good looking. What? Also, a lot of the younger people quit immediately after joining a company, right? So, my amazing self thought about showing off all the fun parts of a workplace first, make the job seem like a place where they can have a great time. It would also help being taught by someone who's reliable and beautiful, such as myself every day. That surely will get enough motivation for the new hire to not quit immediately. The job being fun, huh? Oops. I bet I ruined your plans for some alone time with the handsome new hire. I'm sure you were so looking forward to spend time with him. I wasn't even planning anything like that though. What are you trying to say here? I saw right through your plans and now you're panicking this much. Like I said, that isn't what I planned. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll make sure to let the higher-ups know of my idea. And also, warn them in case that any of the new hires fall in love with me, to tell them I'll be retiring and focusing on family soon. Plus, I won't cause any trouble anyways, so I am basically the perfect fit to be in charge of these new hires. Now that we got all of that stuff out of the way, make sure you do all the hard work I have in exchange for taking the training off your hands.
Hey, Amy, great job today. I took care of that file that the manager was requesting for you today. I sent it over to you via email, so could you take a look at it during your break? If there aren't any issues to fix, then I'll have it sent to the manager.
I was just looking at my emails now, actually. Amazing work you've done on this file. You've helped me out a bunch. Thanks.
Glad I could help. If you have any other work that you may need some help on, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. I noticed that you have a lot on your plate all the time, all of which are direct orders from the manager.
That's true, but the manager is always pretty busy as well, so...
Well, yeah, but anybody could see that it's way too much. They never hand out tasks to the others, but always towards you. I can try to get her off your back if you want me to, you know. She really needs to consider how much you can handle.
Oh, that's really sweet of you, but I promise it's fine. No need to do all that. I've been around since she joined the company. I'm sure she just feels comfortable asking me these favors.
I really don't think that's why, though.
Once again, it's really sweet of you to be so worried. But I promise, I'm okay. The manager is gonna retire soon anyways. Starting tomorrow, she's gonna use up her paid holidays, and also tonight is her farewell party.
I get all of that, but it's so painfully obvious that she treats only you this badly. Why is it that the manager looks down on you so much anyways? Like, I'm pretty clueless to things, but even I noticed.
Maybe it's because I'm just a useless old lady. Anyways, this conversation is over. I want to enjoy my time drinking at a party later today, so enough with the talking and get back to work, okay? And since you kindly offered, you will help me out on some of the workload, yes?
Of course I will. Anything you need.
How noble of you. I will email you a couple of the tasks. I have to take care of some things out here before I head back into the office. Hello? It's my farewell party today, isn't it? Everyone is all here, so where in the world are you? Sorry, Lisa, but I did tell the others at the office. Did you not hear anything? I have a personal rule of not checking any notifications from work after hours. Of course, I haven't heard anything. Oh, really? Well, that's sorry to have to tell you through text, but I'm currently at the hospital. Huh? The hospital? When I was driving the company car, I got rear-ended by someone, and because of that, I got carried to the hospital. The injuries I got are pretty bad, so it was an emergency. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sit out on your party. Are you serious? You're gonna sit out my farewell party? And this is all because of some traffic accident? Ridiculous! You just had to get into an accident on the day of my celebration. Sorry. Get over here now. I am not accepting your absence from this party. Wait, I got into a horrible accident and you still want me to attend? Well, I'm sure you're just being dramatic with your injuries. Plus, you're able to message me now, so isn't that bad? Or is it not? Or even this entire accident story is all just a lie. Huh? That has to be it. There is no way. You're probably just so jealous of me and all my happiness that you can't stand to see it. That's why you made up this whole story to get out of it. Haha. Hold on. I am not one to lie about things like this. It really happened, and you can even ask the others to vouch for me. Even now, I'm all wrapped up, laying on the hospital bed. And yet you're still perfectly capable to message me. That's because the injuries were at my legs. Both arms aren't majorly injured, but my right leg isn't much broken, and my left is bleeding pretty bad. Huh. Your lies aren't of any interest to me. Just hurry up and bring your ass over here. It'll be boring without you here. Wait, Lisa, you wanted to drink with me that much? Ugh, don't get the wrong idea. I wanted to pester you and enjoy my drinks. You are supposed to be my punching bag today. What? I mean, look at you, being bullied by a younger person who outranked you. Not only that, but now has managed to be successful enough to retire young as well. I can't imagine how horrible you must feel right now about this entire situation. I want to see your loser face and enjoy my drinks. Today is my last day, and I want to thoroughly enjoy it. How horrible! Hurry up and get over here. Celebrate my retirement with your anguished tears. I don't even care if you were in an accident. You better crawl your ass over here, and that is a direct order from your superior. As you wish. Make it quick. As your superior, it's your job to make me content. Alright then. I'll take your word for it and crawl to the venue. But just know that whatever comes from it is not even the slightest bit my fault. It's not my problem from here on out. What? Now, if you'll excuse me, I will be right over. Please wait for me just a little bit longer, okay? Look at what you've done! Because of your stunt, my party was completely ruined. Who even thinks of coming covered in blood and wearing a hospital gown nonetheless? I mean, I did try to change clothes, but my cast kinda made it a bit hard to put on any pants, so... Plus, my clothes were also covered in blood, so I mean the hospital gown seemed like the winner here. How terrifying! Do you think it was to see you literally crawling over here? Your hair is a complete rat's nest. You were in a hospital gown, and the bandages were all spotted with your blood. We were all having fun at this Japanese restaurant, and you completely ruined it. I thought we were in a Japanese-themed Resident Evil series. I mean, even as a monster of Resident Evil, I still managed to move if I tried hard enough to. I mean, it hurt so much, but I tried my best to get here for you, Lisa. Although, I did get scolded a bunch by the staff the moment I got back to the hospital. When I explained that it was direct orders from my superior, they did start to question my sanity a bit. I was apparently supposed to go through some procedures first. This isn't a laughing matter, you idiot! Because of that stunt you pulled, not only the office staff, but the restaurant staff all felt uncomfortable. Not to mention, your blood was leaking all over the place. I got charged extra because of it. Oh my, that's bad. Well, have fun with all that. Huh? Why do I have to pay for it? You should be the one to pay for all the charges and for the party you ruined, including a bit more for ruining my day. You owe me about $10,000. $10,000 is a bit too much, don't you think? Besides, I already said that before. Whatever happens won't be my fault. The blame should go to the person who forced the injured one to an event. You miserable old hack! I'll be sure to get all the money that you owe me. Don't get all cocky just because I'm retiring. I may be paid on leave, but I'm still your superior. Don't you know what happens when you stab me in the back?
how you feeling today, Amy? If it's okay with you, I could visit the hospital today.
Sorry, I don't think you can yet. Because of the stunt I pulled on my first day, they are being a bit more strict on me, especially to those from the office.
Well, you were forced to break out of there and deal with company stuff, lol. In any case, I guess I'll save my visit for another time then. I'll just let you know about the situation.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, wasn't the manager going on about how you have to pay the fees of the event plus interest? Well, that's all being taken care of by the company, so you don't have to worry about a thing. You have no reason to pay even a bit of it.
What? The company's gonna take care of it for me?
I reserved that entire party as company business, which means that the company is the one to deal with all of it. In order not to cause any more trouble for the store, they're gonna pay the fines immediately.
Oh, what do I do? I didn't think I would get the company involved into this mess as well. I'm sure once I get discharged from the hospital, the company will also have to deal with me.
Nothing bad will happen to you, so relax. The CEO being my father, I already explained the entire situation to him.
Wait, CEO?
I didn't mention it before, but I am the son of the CEO. Sorry for keeping it a secret.
What? Oh no, I've been pushing work onto the CEO's son this entire time?
It's completely fine. I'm the second son anyways. My older brother is the one taking over. I'm just here to have fun and work. It's why I work at this office and not the head office.
Really?
It's a pain to be seen as the CEO's son, so I was planning on hiding it. But I still couldn't stand by and watch you suffer like that, so I told my father and my older brother about everything. Anyhow, the company is paying off the store for the trouble caused, but the company will be charging the manager for the costs as well. Something about damaging the company's reputation and trust or whatnot.
I see. So at the end of the day, the manager is going to be the one to pay for everything.
Exactly, so no need to fret over anything. And once you get out of the hospital, you can safely return to your everyday life here. Of course, I will be asking that you keep my family relation a secret between us, lol.
Of course. Thanks for taking care of all of that for me. Once I get back, I will be sure to throw more work at you. Look at what you've done! Because of you, my marriage is in danger. I finally get proposed to and was about to go through with getting married. He's now backing out. Oh no! What happened? You already have your retirement date set and everything. That restaurant where you pulled that stunt is quite popular, as you may know. Well, it just so happens that my fiancé was there as well. What? Your fiancé? He was out drinking with an old friend. They were supposedly celebrating our marriage. They were there to witness our bloody mess of a party. Your bloody self crawling through, exclaiming that you came here as you were ordered. Everything down to me being the one who forced you to come. Oh, that's unfortunate. If I had known that he was going to be there, I would have crawled over to him and said my greetings as well. Stop joking around! It's your fault that my wedding and marriage is going down the drain. To think you're the type to abuse your powers, he said. I don't think I can go through with this marriage now. Discovering your personality, he said. I didn't even get a chance to defend myself or our wedding. Not to make any excuses, but I don't think that this is my fault. I was forced to go from your orders. I was just doing as I was told. Shut up! This is all your fault. Becoming jobless and losing my marriage? I'm requesting to cancel the retirement and get back to work. You better prepare yourself. I will make it my personal mission to make you miserable the moment I get back. If you think I was mean before, you have a whole new thing coming to you. Oh, how scary. But I don't think you'll be welcomed back to work here. So I'd say I'm pretty safe. You can't push work onto me if you don't have work to begin with. What? Yeah, I had just heard from Stan earlier. The fees from the restaurant will all be paid for by the company. But the company will be charging you for the amount they paid later on. They were pretty mad since you soiled their reputation and trust. Do you really think that the company is gonna welcome someone like that back with open arms? Mad? But it's a place to drink. Plus, I work hard and it's how I surpassed you. There's no way they won't gladly welcome me back. Not to burst your bubble, but the reason why you surpassed me isn't because of your work. I declined the company's offer to promote me to manager, so it was given to you instead. Oh, wait. Declined? Yes, I declined the offer due to personal reasons. You see, my mother is quite sick, and since I needed time to take care of her, I had no choice but to decline. Throughout the day, I have hired help to watch over my parents, but my useless self is also helping out, so I always need to leave exactly on the dot. Which is why the promotion was something I had to decline. And because they desperately needed a manager, you were selected. Oh wait, really? So it wasn't my skills that got me here? The accident and being hospitalized has me worried about my family. But it also came with some benefits. I got an email from the main branch of our company. They are offering me the manager position once again. What? After I get released, they would like me to be manager. They understand my situation with my family and don't mind so long as I agree. You're kidding. My job. Once I become manager, my paycheck will surely be enough for me to place my parents in a nice retirement home. And if I do that, then that's a huge weight off my shoulders. I'm honestly exhausted with taking care of them like this, so I'm thinking about accepting the offer. That means you'll be manager. Even if the company welcomes you back, there isn't really any available positions. That would mean you would have to become my subordinate. No way. I don't personally mind that. I mean, you've taught me so much about being manager. I'm sure I'll do great. Well, you see, I hope they accept you back into the office. I'll do my best to recover quickly. I can't wait for us to be back in the office together. Well, I'll leave you to it. I got released and went back to work, but had yet to see Lisa come back. She did try her best to be noticed by the higher-ups, but did not budge at all, so she ended up retiring after all. Apparently, her wedding ended up not happening, and now she's trying her best between jobs to find stability. But that hasn't gone well at all, considering any time I go to the bar, I see her in a drunken state, apparently since lunch. The new hire, Stan, has been a great colleague who has been gradually going along with me. He has been a major help at work, and thanks to him, I'm able to handle both work and my parents without stress.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Tim, are you okay? It's okay if you're nervous. Take your time.
That was horrible timing. I'm so sorry. I didn't think my stomach would start hurting right as I was trying to walk into your house. I guess I have a weak stomach. Your parents would never let a guy who can't even tell talk about the marriage to marry their daughter. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
It's totally fine. Where are you right now?
I'm with my doctor, getting checked out.
Really? I'll come over. Where is it at?
No, I'm fine, really. You haven't been able to visit your parents in a long time. You need to enjoy it. Don't worry about me. I'll come over later to meet your parents.
But I'm worried about you.
I'm sorry for all this. It's my fault for not being able to make the time to come over to see your parents up until today. Even though the proposal was months ago. And now I suddenly get a stomachache as I'm arriving at your door.
Don't worry. It's not your fault that your stomach is acting up, honey. My heart literally felt like it was about to burst in my chest when I went over to your parents' house to say hi for the first time too.
Thanks, babe. Could you please apologize to your parents for me? That I'm sorry for canceling on them last minute.
Don't worry about my parents. They aren't angry at all, just a bit worried.
I'll go visit and say hi on another day. Is that fine? Because after I get checked up right now, I'm staying at the hospital for some treatments. The guy who's treating me right now has always been my doctor, so he knows whenever something's off. And now he's saying that he wants me to get checked out just in case. So I think listening to him is the smartest thing to do right now.
Sure. I didn't know you had such a weak stomach though. Has it been always like that?
Yeah, as soon as I feel any type of pressure, my stomach starts acting up. So as soon as I pulled up to your house, my stomach started hurting like hell. I'm sorry for leaving without giving you any notice.
No, it's fine. Just tell me if you need anything, alright?
Yeah, thanks.
One thing real quick. You know how the initial plan was for you to meet my parents today, and then we went to go check out the wedding hall?
Yeah.
If you're not feeling so well, then do you want to cancel all of those plans just to be safe?
That might be a good idea. I'd feel bad to progress in planning the wedding without even seeing your parents and properly introducing myself. Are you fine with us rescheduling that plan?
Of course. I just hope you get better soon. I'll make some calls and reschedule the plans then, alright?
Thank you. I'm sure I'll be out of here soon. I'll give you a text whenever that happens, okay?
I'll be waiting. If you ever need someone to cook for you or run you on errands, then I'll seriously be happy to do anything, alright?
Yeah, thanks.
Get well soon. Hello, is this Ruthie's number? Yes, this is Ruthie. I'm sorry, who is this? Thank goodness. I thought you wouldn't reply. My name is Sarah. Does my name ring a bell? I'm sorry, I know a lot of Sarahs. What's your last name? Oh my, you're a very dull one, aren't you? My name is Sarah Jones. You know, the daughter of the CEO of the company that your fiancé works at, Jones Constructions. The daughter... Why would the daughter of the CEO know my number? I don't think I'm the type of person to be of any interest to someone like you. I got your number from Tim, your boyfriend. What? Why did Tim give you my number? Because I told him that I needed to get things straight with you. Oh, okay. Is there anything I could help you with? I'll be very straightforward with this. I need you to break up with Tim. What? Why would I break up with him? Being dull is cute, but being too dull is just annoying, honey. Make sure to fix that habit of yours, okay? I'm sorry. What do you mean you need me to break up with Tim? We've never fought before, and he's always been very kind and understanding towards me. I'm sure there's some type of misunderstanding here. We're happily engaged. But he didn't show up to introduce himself to your parents, correct? Why do you know that? Because he told me. How else? What did I say about being dull-minded? I heard from him that he wasn't able to come face-to-face with your parents. Yes, but we were about to reschedule it and give him another chance. But he's been avoiding deciding on a specific date for the past month, correct? Doesn't that tell you something about his enthusiasm towards the whole marriage thing? In fact, he told me face to face that he wasn't interested in getting married at all anymore. What? You're lying. Why would he bail on our marriage? I mean, I'm very confident that there have been innumerable hints about his reluctance towards this whole thing. The wedding itself has been pushed back since he asked for it, right? You need to be more observant, and you need to be a nice lady and not make him break the news to you. He has zero interest in marrying you, and he would like to break up with you as soon as possible. Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying that Tim said that with his own words? Yes, I heard him saying those things with his own words. In fact, I've heard him saying those things with my own ears because I've been seeing him every day lately. You've been seeing him every day? Yes, anytime I have the chance. I see him after work and on his days off. We go on very romantic dates and nurture our love for each other, you know? Nurture? Love? Does that mean he's cheating on me with you? But we're engaged. We're planning our wedding. Well, now you're almost unengaged. What kind of person cheats on a girl who they literally proposed to a few weeks ago? There's nothing wrong with his decision about this, because you're the one in the wrong. Me? Yes, you're wrong for being so poor, Ruthie. Poor? He said so himself, that you wear nice things and make it seem as if you have the money. But that's all just a facade, and you're really just a poor girl with nothing to offer. He would never. And I'm not poor. But your house is like a barn, isn't it? I live on the 12th floor of an apartment in the middle of the city. You know, my dad owns a construction company, so he just made a few calls for me. And boom, I have an amazing room at an amazing location. Now, I need him to become the next CEO after he marries into my family. So, could you please break up with him? Tim? The next CEO? Yes, and I'll support him as the elegant housewife. Ever since I was little, my father has always told me how he wanted a son who he could trust and treat like a partner. Then it would be quickest for me to just bring him a son, right? Please, just let me organize this whole situation. So, you're the daughter of the CEO of the company that Tim works at, and he spoke to you about my house looking like a barn and me being poor, and so he left me to be with you. So he cheated on me, correct? I'm glad you were able to understand something for once. But before you get mad at him, I want you to know that the one who gets cheated on is usually one with the problem, so just give up. I had him show me a picture of your house, by the way. I could almost smell the barn animals in there. When was it built? During the Renaissance? It was literally the building you'd imagine when someone says a building that a poor person would live in. I mean, it is old, but it's still a very, very valuable building. We get it. The memories and care given to something matters more than the material price. I don't need to hear that cliche line any more times. No matter what you say though, it's still an old building that's barely standing on its pillars. It's like it was fossilized or something. Fossilized? Whatever. So my point is that you're poor, and I can't trust you with the future of my beloved Timmy. But as soon as he marries me, he'll be able to become the CEO of the company he works at right now. So if you really care about him, then I suggest you break up with him so it's easier for the both of you. Understood? I understand. It's hard to think that the two of you started dating and settled on getting married in the past month. So I assume that Tim has been cheating on me for a while now, correct? Bingo! Wow, you really used your detective skills there. I'm glad you're not just a dull old lady. We have been officially dating for a little while now. I've been in love with him since the very first time I laid eyes on him. But all he would say was that he was taken, so I had to work very, very hard to earn him. And now, he's mine, so please leave. I'll have a personal talk with Tim and listen to what he says about this. Be my guest. Neither his thoughts or my feelings will change about this decision, so beg all you want. You'll never get him. Tim, I need to talk to you right now. The daughter of the CEO of your company just contacted me. She's saying that you have no intention of marrying me. Is this true?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, really. I've been trying to figure out how to break it to you for a while. You know, because I'm such a feminist. I don't like seeing girls cry, you know? Even if the girl is the one I'm breaking up with, I don't want to end the relationship on bad terms.
So you decided to hand my number to the girl that you were cheating on me with and made her break us up for you? Really?
Yes, I'm sure Sarah talked to you about this, but I want to break up with you. I can't get married to a person who doesn't have the same values as me.
Values? What do you mean by values?
It means I can't get married to a poor person. I don't want your parents begging me for money in the future.
Why would they ever do that?
I mean, the house explains everything pretty well, am I right? I didn't expect you to be the type to bluff about your financial situation, by the way. You almost got me with the way you would wrap yourself with luxurious clothes. But now I know that you're just one of those people who buy designer clothes whenever they're on sale and acts like they have a bunch of money.
Wait, so was the story about your stomach hurting and you going to the hospital to get checked up a total lie?
You tell me, honey. What do you think? Did you really expect me to walk into that building and meet your parents and tell them that I would marry their daughter? A guy like me? Marry a family like that? Please.
How could you?
Look, I'm just being very logical with such a big decision. I put you and Sarah on a balance in my mind. I weighed you two out to see who would be a better fit as my wife. Up until now, since I liked your face better than hers, I picked you. Sarah's really irresponsible with her spending because she's so rich, and you cover yourself with expensive things, so I thought you were just a bit shy of her financially. So I thought picking you was the better choice when thinking about my own future. But now that I know you're actually miserably poor, the dynamics have completely changed.
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not poor?
You can lie all you want, but there's nothing that'll change my mind. I mean, I literally saw your house with my own eyes. What do you expect? Sarah even promised me that she'll make sure that I'll become the next CEO if I decide to marry her right now. I'm sorry, but breaking up with you is clearly the best decision I can make right now.
Aren't you ashamed to be that irresponsible? Did that proposal mean nothing to you?
No, not really. As I've said before, I'm a man of logical nature. I'm constantly making the choice that I feel has the highest possibility of paying off in the future, and that's exactly what I did. Rather than your semi-fossilized home, I found that I want to live in a luxurious apartment. That's all there is to it. No hard feelings.
Whatever. Just make sure you won't regret making this decision for the rest of your life.
Don't worry, I'm always conscious with my choices. I never go wrong.
I guess it was for the better that we haven't spoken about or made any payments for the wedding or lived together. Well then, are you fine with breaking up and never seeing each other again?
Yep. Again, no hard feelings. Ruthie, please answer.
What do you want? I thought we agreed on never seeing each other again.
I mean, my number wasn't blocked. You've been waiting for me to text you, right?
Nope. I just forgot to do so.
You don't need to lie, but I get it. We all have our pride. Anyway, let me get straight to the point. If you want, I can get back together with you again. What do you say?
Are you trying to get back together with me because you saw that I bought a condo in Hawaii on social media?
No! No way! I'm not like that. It's just the never know you love her till you let her go type of thing. You know, I really just thought that you were the better person to be with after all.
You know, you really don't have to lie like that. It's true that I bought a condo in Hawaii, but I have no intention in getting back together with you.
Why not? let's be logical here.
So you're trying to tell me that getting back together with a guy who cheated on me and dumped me right before our wedding is the most logical choice for me to make in this situation?
Look, there were a lot of things I didn't know about you until we broke up. Like the fact that you were rich enough to buy a condo in Hawaii. That's super respectable and cool, you know? Besides, I thought about what I said when we broke up, and I realized that just because your parents are poor doesn't mean that you are too. You have nice clothes and you live a nice life, so as long as we maintain a good distance from your parents, then there's really no issue in marrying you.
The condo in Hawaii was a present from my dad.
From your dad? Oh, what do you mean your dad?
My dad is way richer than me, by the way. I'm very confident that he's richer than the CEO of the company that you work at.
Whoa, let's not push it. I mean, you know that I saw the house that your dad lives in with my own eyes, right?
Yes, and it is true that the house is very, very old. Old enough to be named as National Heritage by the government.
National Heritage?
Yeah, it was a house owned by one of the first ever millionaires in America. But I guess that for everyone other than a historian is just a very old and musty house. It really is a bummer that your tiny little brain can process the value behind those wooden walls. But you can enjoy your polymer walls in your new apartment. So, good for you.
One of the first millionaires in the US?
Yes, the house has been owned by my family for generations. In fact, our household has expanded its ownership for houses and land in locations all over the world throughout those generations. My parents have condos in most resort areas of the world that you could name. That's the reason why they weren't able to find a good place in their schedule to meet you for so long. They travel all over the world throughout the year to find a good buying opportunities.
Wait a minute. So, you're like rich?
I mean, I don't even know how much money they make in a year, but there hasn't been a single incident in my life since I was a baby that money was a concern when making any type of decision. Oh yeah, my parents told me about how they bought a whole floor in a newly built apartment so they could use it as a condo. Sarah's parents are living there, right? On a 12th floor.
A whole floor? As a condo? But even the 12th floor is insanely rich people. So you're telling me that I let go of a girl that was multiple times richer than the girl that I left her for?
I don't agree with your standards, Tim. I don't agree with the way you measure the worth of women through how much money they have.
Yeah, you're totally right. As a matter of fact, I totally agree with the way you disagree with me. I disagree with me too. So do you want to get back together? I have a feeling this is gonna work out really well for the both of us this time. We can start over.
You really think so? Do you really think we could start over? After telling me about your disoriented views towards women and marriage, after you literally threw me away for another girl, do you really think I give a crap about you?
Look, I don't even want to be the next CEO of that company anymore. I just want to be with you. That's all I want out of my life.
You're such a hypocrite, it's hilarious. Even if you choose to marry Sarah, do you really think you could become the next CEO?
I don't see a reason that I can't. If I marry Sarah, I'll become the CEO and she'll become the wife of the CEO. Isn't that a win for both of us?
Haven't you been reading the newspaper? The construction company that you're talking about is going downhill right now. Big time.
What do you mean?
I guess they don't really tell the regular workers to avoid panic. I'm sure they'll personally notify their workers soon. Or maybe it'll be on the news tomorrow. This information has reached every ear in the real estate business by now. That a construction company that was secretly cheating on safety tests was caught and now being sued big time.
Sued?
Every single reliable real estate company has cut ties with your company by now. I told you multiple times that you should have left that place and found a new job while we were dating, but you never listened.
I feel like I might have heard you tell me that before.
Her company was getting away with all of its shady business because the victims alone couldn't sue a massive company by themselves. But earlier last year, a victim of unsafe construction finally took a stand for themselves. He gathered a bunch of victims who couldn't sue the company because they didn't have the money.
What?
Yeah, the word spread and the crowd expanded exponentially. All of those individual victims gathered together. And now they have a whole union against the company and all of the illegal constructions that it's done. They were able to hire a construction expert and a famous lawyer to fight the company in court. The trial is happening any moment.
Wait. So what happens if the company loses the trial?
If they receive an order to make a very big payment for the compensations, then I'm sure that they'll have to file for bankruptcy, meaning that the CEO is probably going to have to start thinking about letting go of his properties. For example, a luxurious apartment room on the 12th floor.
So if the trial happens and we lose, the company itself is going to be gone? So I won't be able to become the next CEO? And me and Sarah are going to be broke?
No idea, but yes, it's a possibility.
Then that's another reason for me to choose you over her. It isn't even a competition anymore. I choose you.
Quit treating us like Pokemon. Women aren't collectibles.
Oh yeah, I have a good idea. Your dad works in the retail industry, right? Well, I used to work in a construction company. I don't see a total difference in those two, so please hire me. Let's meet up right away. I need to say hi to your parents as soon as possible.
I see that you're on a roll here, but I'm sorry. But I have no intention in giving you a chance. My mother has already begun finding other wealthy families to start a matchmaking process for me. I'm already scheduled to meet an actual man by next week.
Matchmaking?
Yes. You know, I really did love you for who you were. But I guess that was all a lie. I'm sorry, but I don't even know who you really are anymore. So I'll never be able to fall in love with you ever again.
Don't be like that. Trust me, I'm the person that you loved. It's just that marriage was a really big thing for me, and I had to try and make the best choice for myself. You were the only one that I truly loved. Please, just give me a chance.
You've had your chance. I don't know if I'm the one who should be saying this, but you had the biggest chance to be well off for the rest of your life just by marrying me. But you threw it away because of the house I lived in. You made a choice, and you have to take responsibility for it.
But I didn't know.
That excuse only works up until elementary school. I'm sorry. I have to go choose some furniture for my condo in Hawaii. I hope life works out well for you.
Wait, Ruthie.
I'll be sure to block you properly this time. Goodbye. I blocked him, so I'm not sure about what happened to him. But the news about the trial was on TV. By the end of the day, we parted for good. The construction company was gone within a few weeks. My father told me that the room on the 12th floor of the apartment building that my parents were living in had become open. So I'm sure that all of the CEO's belongings had been confiscated. I'm not sure whether Tim and Sarah are still dating, but recently, I received a notice by a friend that he was posting a few words of loneliness on his social media account. So, I assume that he broke up with her and is now enjoying being single.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.